Welcome back to Let's Play Cards Party. It's the 5th of December. As you can see, it's been a long time since I recorded for this. Reasons being, well, I had parts recorded in advance, and the other reason was I just haven't really got around to it. Anyways, we're gonna have to change the window size because the Higurashi, when I recorded for it the other day, as you can see, the window size is different. Like, even if I were to move the window down, it still would be a bit too wide. And speaking of Melody, it's it's the only bit of New Year video I haven't done yet. It's the 5th of December. I've already put it together. Just haven't got the music. I'm going about it different this year, right? Like, for you, any viewers or viewer, I suppose, that is new to this channel, I do like a New Year montage every year to music played by me with clips from the LPs I've done throughout the year. And surprisingly, so far it's pretty short. The Higurashi ones take up the most amount of time, surprisingly. But I managed to kind of narrow it down so that it's not as long as it was last year. But I haven't done the one for Corpse Party yet. I do think I'm going to do a cover of this track though for it. But whatever, I'm going to readjust the window and we'll go on with chapter 5. So, a moment. Alright, here we go. We completed all the extra chapters, and we've gone through chapter 1 through 4. It's time for the finale, chapter 5. I am completely making a huge mistake here by not having the walkthrough, but fuck it, let's do this. This chapter has many endings, and they all have some really kind of specific things to do. They're quite long as well. As in, it takes ages to get to it. Most of the endings in general. So, since chapter 3, we're finally back here. You know, I just noticed it didn't even give an option of, do you want to watch the intro to the chapter like they do with the other ones? I guess because this one doesn't need an introduction, it's throws you right into the thick of it. So at the end of chapter 3, if you recall, this is where we left off with Kizami and Yuka. And then chapter 4 just focused mostly on Satoshi and Naomi, and then Ayumi and Yoshiki. So far, those 4 are alive, Yuka is alive, Miss Yui is kind of, her fate's a bit ambiguous. Kurosaki is still alive. Mayu is dead. And was there anyone else? I don't think there was anyone else, right? Of the main characters. And in the extra chapter we saw in the previous part, I recorded way back at the end of October. It was just wow. I didn't do any recording of this in November at all. That's how far I recorded in advance. But anyways, we saw things from the perspective of the other students and him, from his school. But anyways, enough chit chat, rambling. Just stay silent. You can't voice act a grin. Okay. I cannot go in there? I forget what the controls are.
Yuka-chan, そっちは行かない方がいい。下の階では、さっき悪いことが起こった。
Yeah, he kicked him down the stairs, didn't he? Is he gonna say so?
ダメだよ。Yuka-chan.
Oh, that's a creepy face.
Yuka-chan. Yuka-chan.
It's thou shall not go that way.
震えているね。
妹の 子はどんな子なのですか？
うん、そうだな。可愛い子だよ。体が小さくて目が大きくて。
Like most female anime characters, well, they don't really. I've noticed that it's like different styles of like that kind of art style, you know. It's like I think like the Persona series, for example, they have a very distinct art style that you don't really see anywhere else. But you got the kind of like the modern kind of cutesy big eyes and all that. But then you get like I think of like the visual novel Karen Shoujo has a very distinct kind of more leaning to a realistic kind of art style, but still having that same style to it, if that makes any sense. It's a messed up novel that is, and its sequel and its prequel.
そうなのですか。
The mystery thriller horror stuff, so it kind of fits, you know, because Corpse Party is in that kind of department on the horror scale, isn't it? What the fuck would even be the horror scale?
髪はショートでね。
I don't know what I'm talking about.
中学生でね。
It's freaking 6 in the morning.
青いスモックをよく着ていたかな。
Oh, that's creepy, man.
私やっぱりいいです。一人でお兄ちゃん探します。
何を言ってるんだい、ゆかちゃん。君のお兄ちゃんは僕だ。
Now this would be even more effective with the CG that's in the PSP version.
僕の
He gives
妹
you a
は
creeper look.
君だ。ここからは抜け出せない。絶対にみんな死ぬ。やがて訪れる最後の瞬間まで僕らは兄弟でいよう。
さようなら。
What is he doing? Maybe... If I get that, we are ready to Kizami! You know, there is like a scenario that can play out in this, depending how you like conclude this scenario with Yuka. But I remember it's been a long time since I looked at the walkthrough, and I don't think it really like. It's a bit confusing because I haven't looked at it in ages. Because there's a lot of endings, right? Where it's like you'll do one specific thing, and then like half an hour later, then you get the bad ending. It's really drawn out and can make obtaining all the endings a bit of a clusterfuck for this final chapter, you know?
お兄ちゃん怖いよ。
By the way, with this, like I said, Ed, about like the New Year video thing, reason why I haven't made the clips for Corpse Party added into the mix yet, it's because I still haven't recorded everything in advance. It's like I've done my math, I've calculated. There should be at least 3 parts of this that have been needed for the rest of December, essentially, for uploads. And whatever happens in those, if any interesting things, just add it to the New Year video, essentially. It's like this and Wind Waker is the only ones that's like that, but I've already made clips for Wind Waker, which was surprisingly short. I was expecting it to be longer, but who knows? I'll probably lengthen it, or maybe not. I don't know. I'll probably add more clips to the song at the end of it whenever the fuck I get around to recording that. But I haven't recorded any music for it, and I'm just rambling about shit that nobody really gives a shit about, really. Except me, I suppose. Skull remains rolled out across the floor. But we had its name tag in a previous thing or something. I'm kind of tempted just to go back to this point, just to like ask Kizami if it was him, but I don't think he'd really say much of anything anyway. So if you recall, he kicked someone down the floor here. What kind of question is that? It's like, oh, you got blood pouring out of you, you're coughing up your guts. Are you alright?
君は
持田です。お腹がすごい血出て、何かで止めないと。
Well, she's a very caring person, I suppose. It's just, I find her character design really odd. I mean, it says she's 14 years old, but look at her, she looks like she's freaking like 4 years old. And she has that sound to her voice as well. It's just like, what? And the school uniform just seems like it's a freaking bib, more or less. It's like, it makes it even weird. And just like, it's just makes me go, what?
これでユカのハンカチじゃダメかな。
君早く逃げるんだ。
でも手当てしないと死んじゃいます。傷押さえてますから頑張ってください。
早く離れろ。
黒崎、誰にやられたんだ？
Ooh.
兄さんの言うこと聞かないから。
Seriously, the volume leveling on the soundtrack in this game is insane. It's like, I mean, I know my rambling's probably annoying and all, but like recently watched two best friends play Deadly Premonition Let's Play, and that game also has a ridiculous level of sound where it's like sometimes the music overpowers them and shit, you know, so you can't hear them. And it makes it different with those guys because they talk the whole time, so you can barely hear the game half time anyway. But you get the idea. Volume level, volume control, where is it?
無様だな。
One twisted motherfucker.
キザミやめるんだ。キザミキザミキザミ
Sorry, I couldn't hear you over the raging guitar music.
もっとガキの自分か。
Like roaring.
お前に止めて言えばよかった。親友として俺はやるべきことしてやれなかった。
何言ってんだお前。俺の親友だったつもりか。お前が俺の味方したこと一度でもあるのかよ。
反省してる。
もういいよ。お前死ぬし。で、
Oops.
親友としてしてやれなかったってなんだよ。教えろ。
これだ。何でも人のせいにしてんじゃねえよ弱虫。 待ってキザミ。俺の向かってる先には何にもないぞ。何にもだ。
バカが弱者お前だ黒崎。
You know, I like the way the game does this, you know. Just have this light kind of like ominously cut off like some of the other parts of the room to kind of like be like, oh, something's changed here, but you can't see it yet.
気がついたかい、ユカ。もう大丈夫だ。兄さんが守ってやる。強い兄さんが守ってやる。なんだこれ。鍵か。理科室。黒崎。お前はもう必要ないな。
Let's get it. You can barely hear him over the roaring guitars. I think it's just the one guitar actually, but it's loud. But yeah, science labs. The science room will finally come into play in this chapter. Right in the last chapter it took, but we're there. That's nasty, but that's nasty girl.
ここで幽霊に2度殺され方するのは嫌だよ。大丈夫。そんなことさせない。そんな運命から守ってあげるよ。俺が終わらせてあげる。君の小さな命。待ておい。
This beat, man. Oh shit, we're in control. You know what? This beat is like, oh shit. Now this section of the game, right? You can actually get caught by him, and that's bad. But it'll lead to something else later on, and I forget how it works. Oh, that's gone. And its relevance and stuff, like for like, making like a bad end or whatever. Kizami, you suck at using stairs. This beat here kind of reminds me of the original Rayman. I've been playing that a bit here and there the past few days. Reminds me of Bandlands, which is a hellish place, but compared to the place that comes after it, it's slightly more tolerable. Seriously, that game has some unbalanced difficulty. I've never got far past the blue mountain thing. Anyways, we gotta run, yo. I will not let you catch me, for I forget what happens. Well, I do remember what happens if he catches you. It's just that I don't remember what it leads to, like what choices, because I haven't got a walkthrough. The cheaply made, mass-produced boss you for still life paintings. There's still an ID name tag on the floor. What? I didn't think there would be. That small scraps of fabric stuck to the pin on the back. Suggestion it was forcefully removed. I guess I've already obtained it before I let's play this, so that's probably why. Why is the door locked? It's never locked until now. We're in Bongo Hills, in that area with the freaking lightning field. That infamous line, Kizami. Our skeleton remains sprawled out across the floor. It totally has a name tag, but it's not gonna let us view it for whatever reason.
Yuka!
It's weird because, if you recall, in the previous chapters, I was able to pick up like name tags I'd already obtained, but in the later chapters, it's like if I've obtained them before, they don't show it, so you have to go to the victims list. Skeleton remains sprawled out across the floor. It's kind of bullshit, you know. You keep playing the piano, the door's fixed in place. I haven't really had time to think here, man. Being pursued by a freaking maniac. Oh yeah, Bongo Hills. Yeah, that was what I was around about. Oh, that's quite a lot of corpses. Yeah, I guess it is a corpse body here. But yeah, in this one level of Bongo Hills, you got these freaking lightning bolt bastards, and it's like dark and ominous, and they're everywhere. And you got these little blue things, or whatever the hell they're called, that you can't really attack easily, and it's just a hellish level. It's not all that difficult compared to some other levels, but still. Skeletal remains. Skeletal remains. Run away! I'm over here, you idiot. Are you blind? It's the key to the front entrance. This is bad. This is real bad. Oh shit! For God's sake, I'm gonna look at the walkthrough. I need to confirm a few things because I'm kind of like confused by all this. This is bullshit, man. I knew it. There's this like that's helpful walkthrough guide. It's like, oh yeah, for one of the wrong endings, let Kizami catch Yuka and just go about the chapter as normal. That's what I hate about this. I don't know how to go about the chapter as normal. It's just like, I suppose it probably will end abruptly at some point, I suppose. That was bullshit. I was totally cornered. Murashika's in the same building. Where was he then?
Maya! Maya! どこにいる? 何時間経ったんだ。もう夜が明けているくらいじゃないのか。喉が渇いた。まったく、どこまで心配をかけるんだ。あゆ、今どうしてる？どんな思いでさまよってる？壊れやすいお前、繊細なお前には俺がついててやらないと。
Flashback, right?
しげに、待って。
Oh, I get why she says that now.
あれ、そっち。今日部活はどうするの？
Okay, good. It's not auto scroll thing. I get it now. Why she calls him Shigini. Ni is like a shortened way of saying brother, really. Well, actually, it is brother, isn't it? It's like, yeah, it actually is a shortened version of saying it because it's Oni, isn't it? It's Oni. Not to be confused with demon, which just has the one E, while Oni has the two E's and One for sister, but essentially Ni I suppose could be for bro. Because it's just like, I was just thinking back to Higurashi Satoko whenever she refers to her brother Satoshi, her missing brother Satoshi I should say. She refers to him as Ni, which I guess is, bro, so that's why she's adding that on the end. And anyways, I should just leave the scene play.
どうしたものだろうな。
Let it play.
今日は主役選抜のオーディションがある日でしょ？
ああ。だけど、どうせ俺は選ばれない。
どうして？私知ってるよ。しげ兄が一月前から本読み込んで体育準備室で練習してたの。
見てたのか？なんだよ。声かけろよ。
真剣だったもの。私ちょっと嬉しくて。
だけど俺はやっぱりやめておくよ。
どうしてよ。あんなに頑張ってたのに。
演技の優劣よりも皆慣れ合いで投票するに決まってるからさ。まゆ、お前はまっすぐな人間だからきっと。
He's got a point there. It's just like, you could apply that to movies and all that sometimes, or even music, even where like record companies or wherever, whether they, how you like you get some mediocre kind of singers that have to have auto-tune to make them sound passable or anything like that, and it's thrown in the limelight because sex sells, and they're like, I don't know. It's like some of them have genuine talent, but for the most part, it just seems like, okay, we'll write you the music, you'll sing it, we'll tune it up a bit if needed, and you'll be a star.
育児のないやつと思うかもしれないが、こういうオーディションは実力だけで決まる世界じゃないんだよ。嫌いなんだ。行きたくもないコンパとか言って愛想笑いするの。まあ要はみんなに好かれていない俺に原因があるわけだけれど。
私好きだよ。しげ兄の演技。キラキラしてピカピカで楽しそうで。
It's kind of ironic in a way, like how I mentioned, like, I mean, with the, the voice, but no, not the language barrier, it's like when it comes to voice acting, it's like, how do you gauge when voice acting is bad in a different language? Because it's kind of hard to really pinpoint it at times, but there's one scene which might even be coming up where I kind of feel like, Morishige voice actor on this is not as good, especially compared to his voice actor in the PSP version and all that. Speaking of which, it's like it's been forever, but Blood Drive. If that would was it called Blood Drive? It's on where did I put that game? Fuck, I can't remember what it is. But that yeah, whatever it was, that newer one that I've always keep ranting about. He has an extra scene in that where he's like doing this really morbid kind of play thing, and he's like reciting all these lines. So gotta give him credit there. He's like, he memorizes lines. He's good at it. But the scene in question was kind of, well, if you've seen it and know what the hell I'm talking about, you'd understand why I say, what the fuck was up with that.
だけど嫌ならやめとこ。無理に出ることないもん。
That was pretty short on your voice acting for all that line. I don't think you read all that, Mayu.
私だけは見たもの。シゲ兄のラスコーリニコフ。じゃあ帰ろう。あ、そうだ、クレープ屋さんに寄ってこう。チョコバナナのね、美味しそうなのが新しく出たみたいなの。
I find that bizarre, man. I remember, like, on my VN channel, I LP'd Dark Apple 2. Minatsu, I think the guy's name was had an obsession, a love-hate relationship with bananas, and chocolate bananas in particular. I'm just, like, wondering, what the fuck even is that? Is it really... Is it just a banana with chocolate on it, or is it, like, some... Is this, like... I don't think I've ever seen one in the wild. I don't think I've ever seen one being sold or anything like that in my entire life that I can recall. Is it like a Japanese thing? Is it a worldwide thing? Or am I just an uncultured person? Probably the latter, but I don't know. Maybe we don't. I don't know. Maybe we do have chocolate bananas here in the UK, but I don't know.
マユ、俺分かったよ。マユには俺がついててやらないと危なっかしくて仕方ない。そう思っていたけれど違うんだ。お前のマユのその顔にしげにって呼んでくれるその声に俺が救われていたんだ。出てきてくれ、お願いだ。あゆ、一人にしないで。くそ、他人の不幸でも見てないとやってられない。
The only thing keeping him sane is looking at corpses. I think that's a sign you have lost it a bit, you know? No? Not at all, Murshige?
俺はまだマシだ。まだマシ。
Only an insane person says stuff like that. I mean, at least he's not like Kizami,
た
I
くさん
guess.
集まったんだ。
But look at that face.
死体の写真。不思議だ。全部本物なのに作り物にしか見えない。テレビや映画の特撮の死体だって嘘くさく見えるわけだ。
You know what I find weird about Japanese is it's like you could hear him if you picked up on it. You could hear him start that sentence by saying television, terebi. It's weird how sentence structure in Japanese is because it's completely different to English. The ordering is very different.
これが一番派手だな。保健室前の粉砕死体。すごい。この肉の塊一つ一つが意志があって動いていた人間だったんだ。
Oh, Morishige.
死んだ後の世界があるのならこの子は自分のこんな無様な姿を人に見られてどう思うんだろう。
With that, would she even have a face?
赤の他人だから別に心も痛まないが。
Oh, if only you knew, Morishige, it's kind of obvious what one he's looking at. Jesus Christ, Morishige.
なんだ、着信してるのに写メ画像のままだ。着信表示も出ていない。音だけが鳴っている。壊れたかな、携帯の OS が。
見ないで。
Oh.
見ないで。見 ないでいないで見ないで見ないで私の内臓見ないでしげに
Listen to it. Here they come. I just find it a bit comical. Listen to it. He's gonna do it again. I don't know. I just feel like this voice actor can't do the screaming convincingly. It's so much more powerful in the PSP version. Chapter 5. That was, I guess, what could be considered the intro.
赤いワンピースの女の子
It's like such an impactful scene. It's just like such a gut punch, and then like it just has that kind of. That's how it's just like it's like Satoshi's face sums up. He's like, really, that's how you're gonna voice that. I mean, I think Morishika's voice actor is passable for the most part, but during that scene right there, really does not work quite as well.
私見たかもその子のね聖子と一緒にいた時暗い教室でしゃがんでじっとこっちを見てた
俺も暗い廊下の陰から見られていた
なんか私たちを見張ってるみたい
保健室にあった古い新聞記事にも誘拐殺害事件の被害者の顔写真が載っていたがその中にあの子もいたんだあの女の子の霊が幸子なのは間違いないと思う
だけどこっちの記事の中では殺されずに生きていたこの事件から生還したのなら成長
That's the
して
case.
大人になってるはずだよね私たちは
I suppose so, and the bird. You really love chirping during the scene.
他の霊たちと一緒に子供の姿のまま幽霊になっているのはなんか変じゃない
ああそこが辻褄の合わないところだがおそらくこの事件の直後に何らかの要因でやはり命を落としたんだろうな幸子の霊に会えばこのルポ騎士じゃないがもっといろいろと当時のことがわかるかもな呪いだかなんだか知らないがここからみんなで出るためにこの学校を出し抜く鍵が見つかるかもしれないユカを見つけたら探してみるかあの子の霊を
心配あれから全然ゆかちゃんの声が聞こえないもの
あなんとか別館へ行かないとなんださっきまでの揺れと違う
How?
大きいよこれやだこうしゃこれ
ナオミ大丈夫か捕まってろ俺に話すなよ
You didn't say anything though. You just went.
なかなか収まらないなナオミ
天井の梁がサトシサトシトミちゃん大丈夫
Come on, remember what happened to your chicken at the floor? You'll be fine. Maybe. I know, we're going for wrong innards first, so probably not.